Welcome to the Joy Buzzer.
Could it be? Could it be? It is out of here! Fire! I mean, listen, we talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice.
At the 20, at the 15, 10-5, touchdown!
My brain just sparkles.
And now for our feature presentation.
Recorded in front of a live studio audience, this is the Joy Buzzer.
Give me a hell, give me a yeah. It's the Joy Buzzer. Coming to you from the beautiful confines of Connecticut School of Broadcasting in lovely Cherry Hill, New Jersey, Nikki Cola.
Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
The instigator, Rob C.
Yes! That's a chimp, baby.
That monkey's back.
The sleeping intern is here.
Yeah, I'm asleep.
We're going to add nothing.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, what did I hear there?
Nothing.
Okay. I am the commish.
That's the crowd.
All right.
The crowd doing our open for us.
I got it. I'm the commish. This is the Joy Buzzer.
Here we go with 20 minutes of this.
You might have
now.
heard something else.
It's 7 o'clock on Friday night.
All right, crowd.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Bob's your uncle. You know.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
We set them behind the banner so they can't see us.
That's it.
What a great way to put it on.
This is how we treat.
Yeah. You come say it'll put you
They're
on
there with the
banner.
ghost.
Stop.
Ooh.
It's a good thing you come up that corner
Hey,
over
Tom
there.
DeFranco just walked by.
Yes, he did.
The awesome
The guy who runs it.
president.
The face that runs
Guy,
this
the guy.
place.
Yes.
I thought Chaz was.
I don't know.
He's the front face that runs this face.
Nikki, how else do they find us besides YouTube?
There
Well,
he's right there.
if you want to listen
Tom
to us
DeFranco
again,
in the house.
you can check us out on iTunes. You can check us out on Stitcher. And that's about it. Somebody's behind me.
Tom DeFranco is behind us.
Yes, that's the awesome places.
Okay, there's no phone number tonight. Zach, what else you got?
Follow us on Instagram at the official Joy Buzzer. Be posting on there.
Are you going to have any kind of
he's
enthusiasm?
Follow us right now.
There he is. Jeez. I keep seeing Tom. It's like it's a beautiful thing. It's like angels. It's like every time I see Tom, an angel gets wings or something.
That's true.
That's right.
Okay, so this week in sports, or this past week in sports, to kick it off, the Flyers
We got a new mascot.
unveiled just the dumbest looking freaking mascot I've
You made
ever
fun of
seen.
you made fun of
ever.
Fang, right?
Honest to God, it looks
Right?
like Elmo from the Muppets banged Grimace from McDonald's and came up with Gritty.
Honestly, I have never seen such a turnaround on a freaking phenomenon.
Right?
This was the most
Phenomena.
hated for 24 hours.
Phenomena.
For 24 hours, this was the most hated thing on the internet.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, he's like loved everywhere. Shows up on Jimmy Fallon.
Do you know why? What
Because
really
he's a
turned him
meme.
around?
He's a meme.
Yeah.
He started trash talking the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Nice.
I thought it was the guy who got caught for coke.
That guy too.
He looks like, honestly, he looks like Jay Voracheck on in the middle of a 7-day coke binge.
Yeah.
Like on the
Oh, yeah.
third day of a 7-day coke binge.
Uh-oh, we're going to get a point for that on...
No, but apparently,
I'm gonna play the song later.
Pittsburgh put out a picture said, "LOL, okay," with a picture of Gritty. He answered back, "Make sure you sleep with one eye open, bird." And that's it. I fell in love with him. From that, still weird. Yeah, he's not as creepy when you see him move.
Yes, he
No,
is.
he is. He's creepy.
No, he's
He's
not.
creepy as hell.
And apparently he's got a horn in his belly or something.
His
that-
belly honks and he blows
He
steam
smoked-
out his ears.
out of his
Are you
ears.
serious?
Which
And
I
he's
haven't
got the
s-
eyes.
And-
I haven't seen
And,
it.
and let
What
me
the
guess,
hell?
he wipes the freaking flakes off of his beard,
Right.
the coke.
That's what the steam comes
Yeah,
from. It's dusted off the nose.
It's dusted off.
And of course, he makes his first appearance in front of the arena and falls on the
busted
ice.
his ass.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Welcome to Philly. You
And that didn't
schmuck.
look like it was planned. It
No,
looked
no.
like he busted his ass.
his ass.
But even that, he came out on Twitter. He's like, nobody told me ice was slippery. I kind of like him.
I knew you would.
No. Gosh.
You like the friggin'
He's cool.
Union one too, so you know.
That was poorly executed. This thing,
Yeah.
if he's gonna stay trash talking other teams, I'm a fan.
Was
You
this
should-
like the best kept secret though in sports? Did anybody
I-
even
No,
know the
nobody
Flyers?
knew.
Nobody knew we were getting a
Honestly,
mascot.
the Flyers finally kept the secret.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
We know all the retreads coming back in town, but I had no idea we were getting a mascot.
But how long will it be till Gritty gets an upper body injury and is out for 2 weeks?
That already happened on the first. He's playing with a pulled groin
I bet he
or a
is.
pulled belly button. I don't know.
Oh man.
But yeah, so he's been unveiled. We're not going to give you any pictures because they're all over the place. You just look on Facebook and any page you want, and you'll see the picture of Gritty.
Gritty. Yeah, he's the hottest thing.
He really is.
He was 24 hours of hate and then 24 hours of absolute
And
love.
You know what this did? This sparked interest in the Flyers again because normally the Flyers didn't do much this summer. They didn't make a splash. I mean, they signed JVR, which is a good thing, or
JVR.
JVR, right?
Yes.
And but they still kept the same freaking stupid goalie. However,
That
but they didn't
could be
do
in the-
much to generate interest in the Flyers until this guy came out the other
Right.
day.
Well,
and
yeah.
now people are talking about the Flyers. I'm sure the game the other night against Boston was their most watched preseason game in eons because they all watched it
Gritty.
to see this thing.
Yeah, which they didn't talk about until like the second
thing.
period.
Right.
Right.
This thing.
I mean, I know I watched it.
I was gonna watch it anyway, but I was
Right.
Yeah,
tuning
I
in to see them open the show with Gritty, and it took an hour to get to him.
I gotta say, I'm glad I did watch it because I just realized how bad Brian Elliott sucks.
Yeah.
We got to get Carter Hart up here to
Well,
stay.
But-
who's it? Where's the other kid goalie?
Alex Lyon got hurt.
Lions hurt and Stolars are still there.
Stolar's had a
Stolarz.
great
Where's
start.
Stoley
I,
the
wanna see-
goalie?
I want them to drop Elliott and have Stoley and Carter Hart as your goalies going
Well,
forward.
'Cause he got hurt.
Carter Hart needs a year in the minors. I
Which
think he
it's
needs a year.
seeming less like that they may.
Didn't he just get blown up yesterday by the Rangers?
He didn't play well.
Didn't play well, but I mean he was definitely going to be due for that. He wasn't going to go off. But the one thing I'm seeing is this team is very young, but they're not giving up. They still have that fight in them. I mean, they went down to Boston. They went down 3-0 the Rangers last night.
I stopped watching the Boston game when they were down 4-1, I think.
Yeah, and they fought back.
Yeah,
and they fought back last night against the Rangers. So I'm glad to see it. And this Verobi or whatever, he's got to make the team.
Yeah.
He has to. He's been playing first line center. He's out of his mind. Like
He's
amazing.
He's a keeper.
he's fun. Ghost looks like to be when he first came up here again, diving for pucks.
I can't wait to see those young defensemen gel.
A defenseman. I'm so excited.
And now the opposite of the Flyers, we're going to talk about the Phillies.
Speaking of quitting, it was a great segue.
Yeah,
Right.
they quit.
They quit. They quit.
They did the exact opposite of what I thought was going to happen, and just stopped playing.
When it came to this final week of the season, and they had 4 against Atlanta, they had 4 against Colorado, and they said this is the season. This is kind of like playoff baseball coming forward. This is what you play all season for the last.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
The crowd's getting restless.
These last 11 games, there he is.
There's Jazz. Yes.
These last 11 games were going to be basically the season. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So game 1 in Atlanta, and it's 3-3 in the bottom of the 8th, and the two of them are battling. And Atlanta puts together an inning like no other and scores 6 runs.
Eight
and
or something?
that was
like
it.
that, and
Right.
wins.
Yeah.
I think wins 9-3 or something like
Right.
that. From that inning on till even today, the Phillies quit.
They quit.
Yeah.
They have
quit.
not played a good inning since
But
that game.
Absolutely.
It was what we've been saying and what we keep saying, which is basically on loop on our soundboard. No shutdown innings.
No, none.
That goes back to the first Atlanta game that we had to win.
Yep.
Right.
All right, we jump out to a lead in the first inning, and then they give up runs.
They
the
give
next
up
half
runs.
inning.
Right.
They didn't have
Right, and
one.
then they-
I don't think they've had one
they-
in the last like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
They
that they didn't
battled
have a
back because they were
shutdown
losing
inning
3-2. They battled back
Right.
to tie the game.
and still gave up runs. in
Atlanta
this.
came out the next inning and blew them out the
Yep.
door.
It's
And then came back the next night, and Philly scored first, but then Atlanta scored.
scored.
And then
They every
the 2
time
games
they
after that, it was over. They were
was done.
They
They
were.
were-
They were
And
They
by the
were
way,
done.
the game that you're talking about, Kamish, it was 8-3 at the end.
8-3. So they scored 5 runs in the 8th inning.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
And then, they go out to Colorado. Colorado wants to win the West because they want that home field advantage. They got the Dodgers are breathing down their neck. And literally Colorado said, we are just going to stomp on you for 4 games.
they-
And that Exactly.
So far,
crap did they do?
So far, in these past 4 games with the Colorado's put up double-digit runs
Every
on-
game.
Every game except
Not
for
every
last one.
game,
Yeah.
except for the last night's
Last
game.
game.
They
Last
put
night
up 5.
they 5-3.
Right.
They made it. They made
So
a game.
what did we? Because they put up over
So
What,
I think
12,
it was
30,
14 nothing.
36 or
It was,
39 runs. in
39
4
runs
games,
to
something like that.
5.
Yep.
Is what they scored
Unreal.
down. Yeah.
Well,
And-
they got bitch slapped. Plain and simple, they
Oh,
got
yeah.
bitch slapped. To a better baseball team, because Colorado is
And
a better team than the Phillies.
Oh yeah.
most
Do you
definitely.
think Atlanta is that much better than us? Do you think we just didn't have?
You know,
They just have our number this year.
well,
that's tough.
they were an up and coming team. What really happened in this division is that Washington and the Mets stumbled hard this year
Yes.
because it was supposed to be their
yeah,
divisions.
it got flipped.
Yeah. Yep.
The 2 teams that had no right to be battling for first
Were
were the
battling.
only teams battling for first this year.
And the one team, the Phillies, turned back into the 78, 79, 80 win team that everybody thought they were going to.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. They were doing so well. Right now, nobody realizes how epic this collapse is. Kapler's collapse
Yeah.
is epic.
Oh.
It's huge.
It's
Hashtag
huge.
that.
Yeah, hashtag
Kapler's collapse.
This is Kapler's collapse because they quit on him.
Oh yeah.
This team was 15 games over 500, the latest in the season. This is the latest in the season that a team that was 15 games above 500 will not finish with a winning record.
Yep.
It's in baseball history. This is an epic collapse.
Yeah. And it's a shame because of how far ahead of schedule we are.
See, but to play devil's advocate, they won 62 games last year.
Yeah.
And they could win 79.
70.
So, I mean, that is a 17-game improvement, which is what you want to see improvement every year.
Right. And we all said that they were doing it with mirrors
And
this whole year.
Right, and they did.
Right.
And they absolutely did.
But-
see, now you brought up a point while we were off there discussing. Clentech comes out to Colorado and says, oh, no, Kapler, in fact, the whole coaching staff will be back next year. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Because that is
Thank you. The
just
crowd-
a mistake. It's an
They're-
absolute
it's-
mistake. And I
You
think
can't give anyone. Oh, you got to give someone 1 year. 1 year.
you did. And look what happened.
I went to this last week. The prime example in Philadelphia, Peterson. He didn't do as many stupid things as Kapler's been doing, but you take this as a learning season.
Somebody would disagree. The
Right.
look on his
Yeah,
face says
he's
right.
over there just he always just
But you take this as a learning, which the Eagles did, and came back. So let's see what if this shit happens again next year.
See,
Yeah.
Then we're done.
I understand what you're saying with that, and that's fine. However, if you're Bryce Harper or Manny Machado or someone like that, are you going to want to play for this knucklehead who may end up batting ninth and starting at shortstop when you're should be batting second and playing right field?
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
No one's going to want to come here.
It's scary.
And that's we should actually just close on that point because for next year, those guys seeing what happened with Kapler and that team, would they want to come here?
My guess is no.
Yeah,
I mean, the only thing that would lure them here is they're going to open up their wallets and say, okay, here's a blank check. What will it take?
It is still an up and coming team, though. So
Yeah,
that's another thing.
Here-
Even
Is
though
it?
oh yeah,
Is it?
We just said that.
Okay, now
You played the devil advocate
You're
side of
saying that like it's an up and coming team. The lineup we started the other night with Carlos Santana,
you can't-
and Ramos and Strudel.
You got to take this.
These guys aren't up and coming,
These
and
last-
Joey Bats. These guys aren't up and coming.
You got to take these last couple weeks out of the equation because they haven't been.
I don't know if
anything.
you can.
You can't.
Reese,
you can't
Kingery, Quinn,
because
those
let
aren't
me
up
tell you
and
something,
coming.
When you brought these guys in, that was feeding
That was your push.
the epic
Right,
collapse.
Right. And it had the exact opposite because you're 15
Right.
games.
Except
and
for
you
except
give-
for the catcher.
You know what? Ramos had a great week.
I wouldn't say
And
great
then
week. I'd say
hasn't-
he's
What,
helped
what has
us
he
out.
done since?
Well,
My hope is that Ramos. I hope Ramos stays.
Yes.
I hope he stays
Right.
as Alfaro's backup and shows him how to block a ball, how to be a professional catcher,
How to catch the ball?
how to be a professional catcher. Because
Right.
I think Alfaro's got all the tools. He's ready to explode. He just has to put it all together. He needs something to make it all gel, and I think Ramos has that. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
But
don't know.
getting back because we got off topic.
Right.
We
right.
did? No
right. We need to finish that up
Right.
and stuff because we've
They-
got.
Bringing back Kapler is not an ideal situation. That's just my opinion. That's how I feel.
You knew from midseason that he was coming
everybody knew he was
back.
coming back. There was never doubt in mind, and there was never doubt in my mind he's coming back.
You're
I
gonna
just
give
don't
him
like it.
You're going to give him a second shot.
I don't like it.
Absolutely.
You're going to see. Hopefully he learns from this.
Well, just like the Ryder Cup coming up, it looks like we've gathered a crowd out here on the
yeah.
greens.
Yeah.
We should have Chaz bring him in here.
So yes, this weekend it was starting this morning. In fact, the Ryder Cup
the
in golf
42nd,
The Ryder?
the 42nd Ryder
in
Cup
France.
in France at
Wait,
the Albatross course at Le Golf National in Guyancourt. Which is a
Wait,
suburb
Le
of
Golf?
Paris.
Rob, what did you say?
What?
You say grup?
Group?
I think you said.
Group.
I think you went to say cup and group together, and you put grup.
That's a new word. Put it in our dictionary.
Somebody get the intern on that.
Well, yeah, while you guys discuss that, here's the deal.
Yeah.
The USA plays Europe
US
in the Ryder
Okay.
Cup.
Is that what they did?
Ride
Yes.
her.
So it's
Oh, yeah.
The golfing season is now over, so it's not one of those soccer things where it's happening in the middle of the season. It's over. So this is the end of season tournament thing that the best the Americans have to offer will play the best that the Europeans.
So it's
have
like
to
an
offer.
all-star game at the end of the season?
Yeah, but with millions of dollars involved.
There's
And-
usually millions
and-
of dollars
but it's still a
involved.
tournament, though, right?
And
Rob wants to
bragging
say
rights.
something. Rob wants to
It's
say
still a
something.
tournament
for
within the year, right?
for your country.
But that's usually
Your
what
continent?
So they had the Americans have
Is that
Tiger
usually what an
Woods
all-star
and
game
have
is, bragging
Jordan
rights?
Spieth and Justin Thomas and Dustin Johnson and Ricky Fowler. They had all these wonderful golfers, and Europeans have their own wonderful golfers. And Justin Rose, who won the FedEx Cup in $10 million, and
Dickie Hurts.
Dickie.
Dickie Hurts.
I want to shake that man's hand.
Rory
He is
McIlroy.
very
He
athletic.
plays everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And if you've never watched the Ryder Cup, you got to
yeah.
watch one day because it's such a spectacle. It's really incredible the way the fans get behind. Even the foreign players, like they're in France. The Americans, there's Americans over there, and they get behind the Americans, and
A
of
big
course they
cheering
love
section?
It's great. It's great golf. It's great drama. It's great to watch. And I love the
what's
Ryder
the
Cup.
style
and
of play?
I'll tell you what.
And I look
Do
forward
they
to
do
it.
multiple styles of
Well,
play?
yeah, they do best ball, and they do four ball, and they do alternate ball, and then on the last day,
And do they wash their balls?
on last day they go one-on-one. One guy, it'll be mano a mano on Sundays.
Mano a
It's-
And what's
it's
the
just
scoring?
great.
What's this whole 1-up, 2-up thing? Go ahead, explain that to me.
When you win a hole? If I'm playing you and I score a 3 on that hole and you score a 4, I've won the hole, so I'm 1 up.
Oh, but I've banged the hole 4 times. Don't I win the hole?
You didn't bang a hoe 4 times.
That's
is
what
a
I'm saying.
Tiger
I got her
Woods.
4. I got her 4 times.
This is a Tiger Woods we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
At-
yeah.
at the Waffle
So does the
House.
winner go to the Waffle House with the trophy?
that's his call.
I tell you what, if I have a problem falling asleep tonight, I'll watch some golf.
Well, you're going if you wake up early because it starts at 2:00 in the morning. It's in France, so the 6
Did
hours
they
ahead.
start today? Is that
Never
what it
mind.
It
is?
started this morning.
All right. So apparently we got some scores here and
Yes,
stuff.
we do.
Rose and Rahm, right? Rahm, is it?
Big John Rahm,
Big John Rahm. They're 1-up on Finau and Kopka.
Tony Finau, and Brooks Koepka.
Kepka? Is that what
Koepka?
it is?
Koepka.
And,
Kapler?
and in match 2,
Yes.
apparently Rory McIlroy and some guy named Olesen
Yes.
is
Thorn.
Thorn Olesen. Is that right?
Yes.
All right, they're up 4-2.
They won
So
4-2.
4-2. So that means they got
That
4.
I don't understand. I don't understand when they
Wait.
win.
Hold on a
Mr.
second.
Golf
Yeah,
doesn't
listen.
understand me.
Go
Hold
ahead.
on a second.
Yeah, I'm listening.
You-
Go ahead, keep
let me
going.
tell you who they're playing.
Go ahead.
They're playing Big D Johnson and Ricky Fowler.
Dustin Johnson and Ricky Fowler.
Big D, right?
Right. Yes.
Big D
The
Johnson.
former #1 player in the world.
Yeah, of course he'd be number 1. He's a Big D Johnson.
Do you know who his wife is? Big D Johnson?
Mrs. Big D Johnson?
No.
Mrs. Happy?
Paulina Gretzky.
Paulina Gretzky?
Wayne Gretzky's
Wayne
daughter.
Gretzky's daughter? Good Lord.
Yes.
Wow.
That's his wife.
That's a lucky
Hey,
bastard.
you got that right.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And so is Ricky Fowler just like sniffing his fingers? On the course?
No. Ricky Fowler's
man.
wife is I can't remember who she is, but she's stunning.
Yeah, that helps.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not going to help.
Yeah, what the hell. All right, so
is
let's
sports talk
talk about
radio.
the last match. And actually, we got 2 more matches.
Right.
Apparently, some guy named Casey and some guy named Hatton
Paul
are,
Casey and Terrell Hatton.
are 1-up on
One
some
up.
guys named Jay Thomas and Jordan Spieth.
Jordan
right?
Spieth and Justin Thomas.
Who's
yes.
my orthodontist, I believe. So,
And who's
So-
the last match?
the last match, you want to say it for me? Some guy named Molinari.
Francisco de Marinari.
Molinari. He bring her the sauce Because him and some guy named Mick Fleetwood, I think it is.
Tommy Fleetwood.
Mick Fleetwood.
That guy has an album, right? He's got a
Tommy
band.
Fleetwood's
player?
got the hair down past his shoulders, looks like a girl.
All right. Apparently, they are 3-1 on Tiger Woods. And
Tiger.
so Tiger lost.
Like Tiger lost. Who was his partner?
Some guy named
Guess it doesn't
P.
matter.
Reed.
Dickie Hurts.
Patrick Reed.
Yeah.
Patrick Reed.
Yes.
P.
Well,
Reed.
apparently he couldn't read a green because they lost.
Good one.
Diggle.
So yes, if you have a chance, watch the Ryder Cup. It
Oh, yeah.
really is.
I'm gonna get up at 2 in
It's
the morning.
really
Yep.
cool.
Yeah.
It's something to see. Okay, now I know you guys, suffered through that. So let's talk football.
Court change.
Shift.
Oh.
So last Sunday, the Eagles played the
Shit.
Indianapolis Colts.
Oh,
at
hold
the
on
rink
a second.
on
There's a polite golf thing here.
on a
Yeah.
on a soggy field in Philadelphia.
And the
Here's
biggest
James again.
thing that
Here's the
probably
crowd.
came out of this game
Hi,
was Carson Wentz made his return.
Yeah, that was it.
And didn't get hurt on
And
the
that's
shitty
about it.
field.
No.
That was it. It was a boring game. It was really sucked.
Mm-hmm.
You had two quarterbacks basically coming back from injuries because Luck isn't all the
I
way
tell you
back
what,
yet.
though, he didn't look like he missed a step.
Wentz looked pretty good.
Right.
He was
looked
playing.
good.
Wentz looked like he had no rust.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, no, there was.
And there
rust.
was some you could see
There
a
was
little
rust.
bit.
Yeah,
I'm
there
saying,
was
it
rust.
looked like.
But he wasn't.
There was a lot of high
there was
throws.
not
He
tentative.
throws behind players, and his numbers weren't spectacular.
he wasn't afraid to get hit.
But yeah, he.
So that's huge.
And you saw him, get out of the pocket, things like that, which is always good.
Right.
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 So I'm excited. Now this week they play a Tennessee Titans team that they won 9-6. Right? They held
They're 2-1.
Jacksonville to 6 points and have a pretty decent defense.
According to the commish, they beat the best team in football
I thought they were.
They put up 6 points.
I
with a
thought
backup
they were.
quarterback.
Now was
Watched
that
them play.
Now was that too?
No, that was
No, Mariota was playing.
Mariota played.
Well,
Noldy
because-
played. Bruno played.
Now was that a missed extra point or was that just 2 field goals?
I think it's 2 field goals.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was a true slobber knocker slugfest.
Juggernaut.
That's not. I
Right.
thought that was a
And-
halftime
and
score.
That's what makes me nervous about this weekend with the Eagles. The Tennessee defense is playing really
They
well.
got a really good
They're
defense.
playing very well. Their offense is stalling.
Stalling.
I was
They're
gonna say
due staling?
stalemate and stalling, so I win them both.
They're due staling.
Yes, and their offense isn't the greatest, but their defense is playing very well. And I think the Eagles are going to have trouble this weekend. I don't think it's
The offense.
a
maybe.
lock.
Well, Alshon Jeffrey got cleared for contact, but we don't know if he's going to play or not.
I still don't think he's gonna play.
If he
I wouldn't
plays,
He doesn't seem like
if he plays, he's playing like maybe 10 plays.
he's gonna be limited, very limited.
Same as Jordan Matthews was last week. You're not going to see him much on the field. He's
Yeah.
not going to catch a lot of balls.
I would wait with him. I wouldn't.
And J.J. is able to play, but he's got a broken back.
He broke it
Again.
back.
Sproles is out.
Well,
You
hamstring.
know. So again,
My man Josh Adams.
Or a mess. Who didn't have a bad game last
Josh
week.
Adams
I
ran
know,
pretty
man.
well. What do you have? 3 runs? I think he had 17 yards, something like that.
Or something like that.
You're a man, but you don't know what he did.
I'm looking it up
You
right
having
now.
problems over there? 'Cause you're stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing it up on the show there, Chief.
Hey, I
Mr.
hide nothing.
Mr. Behind the scenes,
That's
just
right.
put it
Yeah.
all out there.
Hey, there's
not-
something wrong with your internet connection
I'm
because
not
I see
ashamed to
a site can't be reached.
Right. What's
Why are
this
you holding
say?
up 2 fingers
That
over here?
says this site
Can't be reached. Yeah. I'm going to try and reload it again, okay?
Well,
At
wait
least
a
it's gonna
minute.
read.
And by the way,
That's okay. We'll wait.
by the way,
We don't have time to wait.
Josh Adams had 6 rushes for 30 yards.
I thought it was.
Look at that.
Okay. There you go. 5 yards of carry. Not bad.
It did important yards.
Yeah, they were.
It was very important. You got to get this first down, and he did.
Because
So,
I am absolutely not sold on Smallwood.
No.
no,
No, little penis is, not
Yeah.
the.
he's tiny
He is.
And Clement
in
is,
more ways than one.
Clement, he is what
He's
he
struggling.
is.
Clement's struggling
Hey,
this
you
year.
know what? He got me 8 points of fantasy and helped me win last week, so I'm not really caring.
That's not what we're looking at here.
So
We're looking at what he's doing for the Eagles right now. So we
So-
don't have a running back.
we have a running back.
If you combined all 4 of them
Yeah,
together,
basically.
Yeah.
You got a broken back. You got a rookie who played 1 game. You got a second-year
Another
player
rookie.
who
broke back.
is what he is, and
you have a small guy.
and little penis. So
yeah, we have a mixture of running
right,
backs.
and so of course that Carson will be leaning on Zach Ertz and will be leaning on
Please
Aguilar.
do. I have him in fantasy league.
And
He needs to.
I don't know about. And who's this guy Perkins? Who is Perkins?
no clue.
Because he's awful.
I'll tell you one thing, man. He makes a great breakfast. Me and
There
Don
you
go
go.
to his place like almost every other
Right,
week.
but Perkins, the player,
Get the coupons.
The player.
And
Perkins.
speaking of tight ends,
It's-
Dallas Goedert
it's
got
terrible.
his first touchdowns. touchdown this week.
Yeah.
He got his first one.
He's going to be a monster.
I'll tell you what,
Monster!
that opening drive by the Eagles is really
It was good.
promising.
Yeah.
You know,
Then it just
they
went
drove
downhill
right
from
down the
there.
field, shoved it down their throats, and scored a touchdown.
But
and
that
then-
showed you the
Didn't do anything after
scripted
that.
plays.
Right.
It was, this is what we're going to do, and they ran down the field, did
Right.
it, and then after that, it was a mediocre game, which
Yeah.
I didn't want him come lights out on his first game back, because then everyone's just going to expect that. So when he slips up, it's,
Well, you know what?
oh, he's done?
They're going to expect it regardless. After last season with the 33 touchdowns and 14 games, they're going to expect it anyway.
Right.
You know, you expect him to throw. You expect him to leave a touchdown drive every drive.
Oh, yeah.
You expect him
expecting
to
it.
be Jared Goff against the Minnesota
Those Vikings last night, right?
That game was ridiculous.
What was it? 465 and 5 touchdowns for
Yeah,
Goff.
for Goff, and
And even Cousins put up 370 and 3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns, yeah.
So I mean, you know,
That's like, that whole game was just crazy.
Yeah, it's
500
nuts.
yards of offense.
and
I think it was over 1,000 yards overall the whole game.
and people will expect that same thing from Wentz now that he's back.
It's freaking
You
scary.
know, and I think it's asking too much.
And that's what I'm afraid of, because obviously we're Philadelphia fans.
Right.
So we kind of jump down the players' throats really quick.
And let's face it, right
Yeah,
as of right this minute, we do not have the weapons that the Rams and the Vikings have.
No.
We don't.
No, not at all. I mean, we just went over it. We don't have running back.
Right.
And
So, I mean-
who are our receivers?
The Joy Buzzer.
Hell yeah.
You know.
Damn right.
I just got signed, guys. See you later.
Yep, there's one.
Right. So Wentz is back, great, but we're not getting the offense back.
And, you know, aside from that last drive, the Eagles' defense has not impressed me at all.
Nope.
I'm sorry. I think Jalen
Jalen Mills.
Mills stinks. I think he
He
stinks.
stinks this year.
He is awful.
If
he gets that double, he bites that double move.
That's all
every time.
Right, but that's what he sucks at.
Right.
If you don't
No,
double move him,
even then, because you watch him and he got beat all over the field.
He did.
He got beat all over the field. Darby.
Right, I was gonna say,
Darby
who's
will
on the
cover
other
you,
side?
but he's not going to tackle you.
right. So who's on the other side? So our corners out there.
I
Get
think you know what? It's
burned.
time that Douglas and Jones. They're your starting.
Jones
corners.
had a really good play, though. Did you see that one play where he was almost on the floor and got around the offensive lineman to stall the running back?
I mean, Jones is not a bad player.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room. They're probably their best cover guy just went out for the season. McLeod, right?
Right.
Yeah, McLeod's out for the season.
And you really now look at wondering why you didn't re-sign Patrick Robinson.
Let me ask you something else though. Now that you brought this up, you know,
Since I can't bring anything else up because the internet's there.
Gaga, you lose McLeod. There's a guy out in Seattle who doesn't want to be there.
Ooh.
Do you make them an offer?
What are you willing to give up?
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. What do you think it would take? Do you think it would take like a number 2?
And isn't that the guy that wants to go to Dallas?
He just wants to leave Seattle now. at
He
this
wants
point.
out, but he does want Dallas.
He wants Dallas, but I'm
Who's
sure
Dallas or the Niners?
Gee, let's see. I can go to Dallas, who blows dog, or I can go to the defending Super Bowl champions, who are actually pretty good,
Right.
and maybe win another Super Bowl. Where would you want to go?
right.
And plus,
Well,
if we do,
wherever
if
the
we do
money
get
takes
him,
me.
if we do
Right.
That's
get
right.
him,
Yeah.
right,
That's
and we
where
do
I'm-
win a Super Bowl, he can retire.
Right, because then he'd
I'm-
have another ring.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
hypothetically, do you make them an offer?
Who are we talking about?
It's some guy. Isn't it? Hold on. It's Dickie Hertz.
Ah.
Dickie Hertz, the awesome Seattle cover guy.
So
No,
he's-
actually, did you
he's
hear
playing for the
Brian Dawkins
Flyers,
is coming out of
dog?
retirement to play for the Eagles?
I'll take
I
that.
wish. Oh my God,
You
I
I'll
wish.
take that.
I
Absolutely.
wish.
Looking at him, he looks like he can still play. Now we're talking about Earl Thomas.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Yes,
He's
Yes,
a
Earl.
rookie. He's a veteran.
Yes.
and he's a Pro Bowler.
Right.
He's a great safety,
He wants out.
and he wants out.
I give him Mills, Darby, and everybody else that plays that position for us.
I think the Eagles they have to make at least an offer.
I'm not sold. I don't think I ever will be now on Darby. I didn't like it when we
Like I
got him.
said, he'll cover you.
He got hurt.
He'll cover
his
you.
first couple game, first game with us, right? Last year with the Redskins.
Yep, got hurt.
Missed almost the entire season. Come back
That's
this
the first
year,
7 games.
lights out against Atlanta, which I was like, great. If he can maintain this all season, we're okay.
Then Tampa came.
He
back,
ain't maintaining this
No.
all season.
That's what I mean. He'll cover you. He will not tackle you. It's like watching Deion Sanders all over again. He'll cover the hell out of you, but he sure as hell ain't going to stick his head in there to try and tackle you.
if he plays half of that, remember, Deion Sanders is still a Hall of Famer. So
I can't stand
But the
him.
one
It's
thing,
true.
one thing I had a problem with Darby was that the whole time during the Colts game, he kept putting his head down. People would jump over him the whole entire game.
Yeah.
I was screaming at the TV, keep your damn head up.
What former Eagle does that remind you of? Mr. Asante Samuel?
Yeah.
I was going to say, Samuel.
Yes.
Hey, he used to put his head down.
Never, ever had his head up to make a tackle.
Asante Turnstile
And
Samuel.
he was always, I can't stand it nowadays. Everyone's just looking for the big hit.
Yep.
That's it.
It
So you're
was-
getting all these massive receptions because the guy's just, how hard can I hit you? When it could be an easily
It's
tackle for a
tackle.
loss.
We've said that for years that they've gone away from tackling.
Yep. It's
You know,
I want to be
the
it's,
rap. The basic tackling.
Just said it's ESPN ruined it.
You know what else
'Cause
grinds my gears
I wanna-
along that lines?
Ooh.
Along those lines?
grinding gears over here.
When the guys, we'll stay with Jalen Mills, gets beat all day long on one play, the guy, has the ball in his hand and drops it. And Jalen Mills is celebrating like he won a Super Bowl.
Oh, I can't
Right.
stand that.
That drives
Yeah,
me nuts.
nobody
You
liked
got
that.
beat like a
Can't
rented friggin'
stand
mule,
that.
and you're going to celebrate because he didn't catch the ball to
There's
guy's
a lot of
Butterfingers?
players that do that.
They all
Right.
do now, and that just really pisses me off.
I was driving me nuts because I was
football.
unfortunately watching the Seattle Dallas game. Elliott
Why
would
were
pick
you
up
watching that?
Elliott would pick up 4 yards and then go feed me.
Yeah, that's
You're
ridiculous.
down by
Right.
20 points.
and your team flat out sucks.
and you have 5 rushing yards total on the day.
Well, last night's game, every time Diggs caught a ball for a first
he's the
down,
worst.
he's doing the whole
Yeah.
drop the ball
I hate that.
Mike thing
That's right.
or whatever.
I was wishing one of the guys would come over and say, "No, look at the scoreboard. You're losing. In fact, you're getting your ass kicked."
Yeah.
Right.
That pisses me off.
I'm
Just
not-
play
I'll-
the
Yup.
game.
By the way, who was the gangbanger that got up on the freaking thing after the Rams scored?
That was
on
YG.
Who's that?
Oh, I did see that. As a rapper.
Is that a rapper?
Yeah.
So
You know-
who's the DJ?
I'll take
Dickie Hertz.
obviously Chip Kelly being here was a big issue and kind of destroyed our team for a few years. But I'll give him that. You got the first down. You did whatever you did. You ran the ball back to the ref, handed it to him, and set up in your position.
Next play.
I love that.
Yep.
I wish that would have stayed from him. Everything else can go out the window. But
Everything else did.
yeah,
How about the,
But
not the
that-
shakes, not the smoothies? I hope, because I heard they were delicious.
Ooh. But I hate it. I love that about him.
Are we ever running?
They finally got.
All right.
The
And we're
internet's
done the
back up.
segment, by the way.
we're done the segment.
and that's it for this.
So wait a minute. Quick predictions. Who wins this game Sunday?
Eagles. Then.
Eagles.
I'm scared. I really am scared.
I think it's going to be a tough fight, but the Eagles will come out on top.
Okay. What do you got?
I think Tennessee may get this one. I really do because
He
I
just hates picking with us again.
No, I don't.
You know what?
Oh, I don't
This
have
game,
to.
this game
I
doesn't
don't have to
count.
worry about that.
Yeah, this game doesn't count on our
right.
standings anyway.
Yes, it does.
What?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We keep it.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
that means we got to do the Thursday game.
No, that's the one we keep out. I'm going
Wait,
Tennessee this week.
the Eagles
I
game goes
think
on record?
just because we have no offense.
Right. That's I'm going to
I'm
take
gonna
the
be
Eagles,
surprised.
but I'm not confident about it.
I think one more week of
it
jelly.
It wouldn't shock me if the Eagles.
I'll
lose
be the
this
odd
game.
man out. I'm fine with that.
It
I usually
won't
am.
surprise me if the Eagles lose this game.
Wait, the Eagles game goes with a record?
Yeah.
Shit.
Right.
Right. All right. So we come back. We got our favorite segment.
Okay.
Next game.
Absolutely.
And we'll be right back.
You're listening to the Joy Buzzer, sports talk with a buzz.
Broadcast media is all around you, and it's the people with media skills who work in this amazing industry. How do you gain those skills? The Philadelphia area campus of Connecticut School of Broadcasting. Affordable training in months, not years, without decades of debt. 1-800-TV Radio or gocsb.com.
I am the commish.
And I'm Rob C, the instigator.
Nicky Cola over here.
And we are the Joy Buzzer, the premier sports talk show, sports talk with a buzz.
And if you like our new Sports Talk channel here on YouTube Live, please subscribe.
And if for some crazy reason you like the show, smash that thumbs up button. Don't forget to hit the bell to get our notifications so when we go live, you're right here with us.
We're back.
Thank you for peeking everything on my board over here.
I kind of messed up my throat there.
I tried not to there. That's why I waited, you know. I was letting one of you guys take it. All right, so this is our favorite segment. It's called Next Game. This is where we pick the games coming up this Sunday.
It's our favorite segment?
And Monday. It is our favorite segment. It's my favorite segment.
According to our records.
Nick, we got some standings to go over.
Should we go over some
Yeah,
standings?
Let's go over some standings. What do you got?
So, coming in last week was the commish.
Had to be me. Had to be me. Like I said, did I win more than 2?
At 6 and 9.
I won 6?
Yeah.
6
No
and
shit.
9.
6 and
It's
9.
still a great number,
There
but
you go. I can live with that.
Very nicely done.
Yeah, that was awful. That
And
was a bad week.
Third way tie.
in a 3-way tie.
Let me go 7 and 8.
yeah.
8 and 7.
8 and 7.
So at least we all got winning records. So for our grand total, overall,
Finalization.
What do we got?
Oh, let me get my dings in.
after 3 weeks, on the bottom, we have Zach at
Zach's the
21,
fart.
22,
Zach gets
and
the
2.
fart.
Under 500.
Under 500.
Under 500.
There he is.
Damn ties, man.
Yeah, no, the ties are a bitch.
And in a 2-way tie with 25, 18, and 2. You two.
What?
Oh, so Nikki took over first place?
So I'm on first. I'm top dog around here.
man.
26, 17, and 2.
Wow.
I guess you could say I'm where the intern belongs.
Yeah, it's on the bottom.
That's where Nikki Koligi gets his ding.
He got to get his ding.
You guys are 25, 18, and 2.
Beautiful.
And
We almost got another tie again last week.
it was close.
I was really hoping for it.
I kind of was too.
I wanted to
3
see
ties in 3
and
weeks.
3.
All right, let's get started. Rob C, what's our first game?
Oh, already in it.
Oh, yeah. First game. Those New York Jets travel to Jacksonville. Oh, wait. Let me get it. Let me get it up.
How is this the first game?
Get ready for the thrill.
Make some noise for the Jaguars and
Jacksonville. Blake
Portal.
Bortles.
So what are we thinking this week? After the just monstrous score they put up last week.
They
Wait.
rock and roll.
All right, that's enough. All right, enough of that.
I gotta believe that Jacksonville's just gonna stomp on the Jets, all over them, make them their bitch.
After what they did last week?
Yes, I think that Jacksonville's an angry bunch, and I think they're gonna just crush the Jets.
I don't know.
Anybody else?
I'm
You're all
I-
quiet
I'm
here.
kind of skeptic over here.
You know what? I'm going to tend to agree with you. And let's not forget that the Jets have a rookie quarterback going up against a really good defense.
Yep.
So whoever has that Jacksonville defense, maybe getting some points there this
Possibly
week.
start
I
them.
believe so.
Yeah.
I'm like me with -2 over here.
Who do you got there, Zach?
I'm going to go with the obvious Jacksonville.
Guess we're all going to get swept again this week.
Oh, man.
boy.
Sam,
God.
this is when the legend begins.
right.
The Sam.
Never mind,
Sam
change it,
Darnold.
Jets.
So now that we've all picked Jacksonville, it's gonna be like 31-7 Jets. or something.
Yeah,
How
no,
many
no,
times
no.
did that happen last
Darnold is going to throw for 20 touchdowns in a game.
And 20 picks.
And 20 picks.
All right, next game.
Next game. Those Miami Dolphins travel up to New England.
No,
What?
I thought it was the other way around. New England.
No.
It's
No, the Dolphins travel
really
to New England.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought it was the other way around.
No,
No, 'cause
according
then
to
you're
the
looking at the
official,
schedule.
I'm looking at
Tell
the
me-
official NFL.
Okay,
Yeah,
Tell me-
looking at the schedule.
Riddle me this, Batman. Patriots are 1-2, right?
1 and 2.
Miami
and look terrible.
Miami's 3-0.
3-0.
Right? Why is New England favored in this game?
New
I
England
have
is
no
Tom
idea.
Anybody answer that with a real answer? Because I have no friggin' clue how you can
This is
put
rigged.
the Patriots as the favorite. Now,
But
personally,
they're still at home.
I think the Patriots are winning Sunday, I do. Just because for some reason Brady owns the Dolphins, but there's no reason
Brady
in
owns the
world,
freaking division.
There's no reason in the world that the Dolphins should come in as underdogs when
Did
they're
the Dolphins
3-0.
already play them this year?
No,
Not yet.
no.
Not yet. But then again, they've owned this division for 12 years. So I don't care if you start 3-0.
So you know what that means?
And
It's time for them to fall.
Hey,
Miami's winning this game.
I pray to God I hope I'm wrong on this. I really do. I pray to God I'm wrong.
They have to prove it, and Tannehill has to prove it, and probably some not so weather and stuff.
To be the man,
you got to be. Woo! I'm still picking the Patriots.
I'm sure you are. Who do you got?
My record's shit already. I'm picking Miami.
Yeah.
You go Miami also?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
They're staying undefeated this
Real
week.
quick on that one, touch on one more thing. New England has not lost to Miami at home in 13 years.
So it's going to end.
Right.
There's a
So
time for
there you
everything.
go. An unlucky 13, right?
Hell yeah.
Rob C, next game!
Next game, those Houston Texans travel to... No, not anymore. Not anymore.
True.
No.
You gotta save it for somebody else.
They're all dried out now.
We got to save it for somebody else.
Yep. The Texans travel to Indianapolis to take on those Colts.
Yawn.
Oh, come on, Mr. Football. This is a juggernaut game.
This is another
What did the
9-6
Texans
game.
do last week?
They lost.
They lost to the Giants.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Disappointing.
That's
it
bad.
You know,
lose to
I
the
don't
Giants?
understand this team at all.
is this Deshaun Watson?
Houston.
Is-
Yeah.
Deshaun
I don't
Watson.
understand them at
They
all.
don't make any sense.
Nope.
Deshaun Watson hasn't.
Are they going to finally get some offense going?
I hope so because I have him in my fantasy league, but I honestly
need
hope
to.
so. I hope so.
I'm taking the
Against
Colts.
well, this Colts defense is young, but they're going to be prone to slip-ups and stuff. So maybe this is the game that the Texans need. So.
I'm still taking the Colts.
Does the Colts at home have any weight behind it?
No.
I don't think so, right?
No.
I
I
don't
just
know,
think
yeah.
Houston is an enigma. I think Bill O'Brien just is not the coach everybody thought he was. He should have stayed at Penn State personally. But
Actually,
that's
no,
just-
I like the guy that's at Penn State
I like
now.
Franklin too. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
so-
Yeah.
Houston to me should be better, and they're not. They have players down there
They
that
have
should
weapons.
be superstars,
yeah,
and
right.
they're not. I'm
But
taking
yet
the
again,
Colts.
we've gone back to Clowney and Watt not playing together.
But they have.
Watts-
Still not making a
Watts-
difference.
Watts
When you get your ass
destroyed
kicked by the
Giants.
Giants,
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
By,
was
by
wrong.
that old hillbilly, you mean?
right? By Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
It definitely shows that the offense doesn't do anything when Watt was in their backfield all game. Like he's been sacking Eli. He's been keeping
He's
tackle
healthy.
for loss.
And which
Watt was
Houston-
being Watt.
What's Houston's record?
0-3. That's what I'm saying. The offense is not
So
doing
it's
anything.
time for a win.
Okay, I'm going Colts.
I'm going Houston.
I'm going to go Houston.
Houston.
All right. Oh, I'm out on a limb by myself, huh?
Yeah, got to make moves.
All right, where are we going next?
Got to make moves.
What are we doing?
Next game.
Next game is the suddenly super surging Buffalo Bills travel up to Lambeau to take on Aaron Rodgers and the
Yo,
Packers.
big shout out to Buffalo for just going into Minnesota
And stomping.
kicking their ass.
If that proves that on any given Sunday,
Yep.
any team can beat any team, that's the poster game.
Because they laid
Oh,
a
100%.
whooping
And
on
it's
Minnesota.
also, you know what also that is? The classic trap game.
Oh, absolutely.
You know Minnesota was looking
Oh,
towards
yeah.
Thursday.
Oh, absolutely. They looked right past Buffalo.
Yep.
So we got this
And
in
Buffalo
the bag.
said, no.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
And
So-
they didn't even have Shady.
No.
The Quinn didn't play
Nope.
at all.
Nope.
No.
He's
Is Shady,
supposed-
Shady going to be back for this game?
He's
I
supposed
don't
to be
know.
suiting
City-
out this game.
Is he?
Supposed to
They
be.
just took full advantage of that situation, or do you think Buffalo has their act together now?
No, I don't think Buffalo's their act together.
They just took
honestly,
advantage.
I think-
that
yeah.
was an anomaly game.
Yeah.
That was the trap game. That was the any given Sunday
Yep,
game.
I think Minnesota didn't realize until the third quarter that they were getting their ass kicked like that. And said, hey,
Right.
wait a minute.
Yeah, like
And-
35 to nothing.
Right.
Cousins just said, what the hell's happening to me?
Right.
And stuff. He,
That was the oh shit. That's the
But
score?
I'm still taking
Right.
Green Bay on for Sunday.
And yeah, you have to because now the Bills, this is their second road game
Yep.
in 2 weeks, and they're going to Green Bay.
Rodgers isn't playing 100%.
Rodgers doesn't play well on the road. So
Right.
last week's game.
And he's still hurt.
And he's
Yeah,
still hurt a little.
He got that bum knee, shoulder,
But you know what? He's
elbow.
giving me 25
Vagina.
points a week in
Vagina.
fantasy. So,
Yeah.
so I'm taking Green Bay.
Yeah,
you got, boys?
I got Green Bay.
Yeah, Green Bay.
I'm taking Aaron, which is Green Bay.
Aaron?
Yeah.
Aaron.
Oh
I
boy,
mean,
that's
Aaron.
two
What
games
the
we're gonna lose this week.
Next game.
Next game.
Next
The suddenly surging super defense running Detroit Lions travel to Big D to take on the
I was
Cowboys.
shocked that they beat the Patriots.
Did anybody else give a standing ovation to Detroit on Sunday night besides
You know,
me?
Oh yeah.
I
That
stood
was-
at the TV and
If,
clapped.
hold on. If there was any team that Matt Patricia could beat, it'd
New
be the
England.
team he was with for 14 years against the guy he worked for 14 years. He probably knows
give
Bill
him that.
Belichick in and out.
Yeah.
So,
I'll give him that, but I woke up the next morning to shed a tear seeing that New England lost to Detroit.
It was
yeah,
awesome.
you
I
know,
hope that
they
this-
played a hell of a game. They played
It-
the kind of game that you need to beat
Right.
when Tom Brady's good and stuff. That's the kind of
I was
game
gonna
you
say,
have to beat.
they came
And-
out and did what they needed to do,
They-
and,
what
they
they-
executed it well.
and
Detroit finally had a 100-yard rusher.
Yeah,
in
in-
like a few years.
since Sanders, since I think Barry Sanders.
Nah.
No, Reggie Bush.
Reggie Bush. And that was 20 years
Yeah, that
ago
was
when
a
he
long
was
time
when he
ago.
was
That was a
banging a
long time
Kardashian. You know,
Jeez.
he's not even doing that anymore.
Back when her ass was this big.
back when her ass was this big.
And who they playing?
The
doesn't matter.
Cow
Yeah, I don't
bitches,
care. I'm
yeah.
taking Detroit. Because I hate the Cowboys. I think they stink. I think their offense stinks. I think their defense is getting hurt, so they now stink.
Right.
I'm taking Detroit.
You know what? You've convinced me and stuff because I don't think Dax Prescott is improved enough, and he still has nobody to throw to.
He doesn't.
I
improve
don't-
at
I
all.
don't think
See, I
he's good
never
at all.
thought he was
Does not
that very
improve.
good
I
to
don't think
begin
he's
with.
good at
no.
all. I think
And
that
he's
I think
proved-
his rookie year was a fleek.
Yeah.
That was it.
A
A
fleek?
fleek?
A fleek.
You mean a fluke?
A fluke?
Flink?
No, I
It
can't
was
say
something that would only last.
How the hell do you
years.
say this word?
A fluke.
A fluke.
It was
Just
something
like
because it
that
only
great
lasted
bar
a
on
year.
Street Road
Right.
that don't sponsor us that should.
So we all go in Detroit on this one?
I'm gonna go Detroit. Yeah. You know what?
Intern Z?
Yeah, Detroit.
Oh, God, we're losing like 5 games this week. Next game!
Next game. Ooh, those
Ooh.
Tampa Bay
Ooh,
pumpkin
seductive.
turning Buccaneers travel to Chicago to take on Mitch and Mac.
Stop.
Mitch and Mac.
Stop.
Mitch and Mac.
And they have
Mitch,
not
Mac.
announced the
Mitch,
starter
Mac.
right yet.
Mitch, Mac.
Whether it's going to be Fitzpatrick
Oh, no, they
or
said it's
Winston.
Fitzpatrick. It's Fitzpatrick.
Did they finally announce that?
Yeah, he's
As of
gonna-
yesterday, they said
because
they're not.
of the second half he put up last week, he's going to keep his job.
That second half was amazing.
Yeah, so that he's going to keep his job for another week. And
He's
Jameis
still a
Winston isn't ready to
pumpkin.
play. He
And-
hasn't practiced in 3
I was
weeks.
going to say, is he ever ready to play?
He's
There's
too
no
busy
crab
selling
like
he's,
that.
crab
he's
legs.
ready to take an Uber to steal some crabs, right?
See what we did there?
And Paulus says Heisman. Woo! I love that guy.
I hate to say this.
So now,
I'm taking Tampa Bay.
really, Tampa?
I'm taking Tampa Bay to beat Chicago. Chicago came out last week against a really bad Arizona team and should have lost. Should have lost,
But didn't.
but didn't.
So,
But they did
They got the job
just
done.
enough to win.
And I think that's what they're going to do this week.
You think so?
At home at Soldier Field.
I'm going
Mitch,
Tampa Bay.
Yeah, you're going Chicago.
Mitch, Mac. I'm going Chicago.
I'm
with
going with
Mitch,
Chicago.
Mac,
Chicago
Mitch,
got
I'm
this.
going Chicago.
Mitch, Mac,
Chicago.
Mitch, Mac. Say it with Mitch,
Nah.
Mac, Mitch, Mac. Next game. I'll say it for myself. Next game. Cincinnati Bengals travel to Atlanta to take on the So-So Falcons. Not impressive at all this year.
That New Orleans and
No.
Atlanta game was crazy.
It was fun to watch,
It was crazy.
but Atlanta gave that game away.
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Atlanta gave it away. They should be better than that.
And the one thing that pissed me off, I dropped Calvin Ridley. He puts up
Oh, God.
100 yards and 3 touchdowns. What the hell?
We heard about it all
Oh,
day.
Oh,
Pissed me off.
I'll piss someone else off, too.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. What the hell,
Jesus
man?
Christmas.
I'm so pissed.
So what are we doing in this?
So how do we read this game? Yeah.
So what? AJ Green was a little. He didn't limit it to practice.
He had a full practice yesterday.
Yeah,
He had
right.
full practice and full pads yesterday.
I hope so.
I read that.
I need.
Because I read it because I want to kick your ass.
Yeah, right. God.
So
I got to
he's
beat
full.
this undefeated ass.
But
Clown.
you still, I'm sorry. Giovanni Bernard is still your starting running back until Mixon gets back. So I don't see the running game as very good. I am unfortunately going to take Atlanta, and I don't like it.
They are at home.
Yeah, and
Right now, Atlanta just can't get things clicking.
No.
They need to get
This is-
Julio
they-
on.
yeah, Julio's
something.
gotta get his head out of his
Julio
ass.
got to do
Throw
something.
The damn ball to Julio
Yeah.
Jones.
I mean, it was nice to really have a good game, and Sanu I think caught a touchdown too, and I had Austin Hooper starting for the as a tight end.
But that's exactly what I think Julio was talking about at pregame or postgame or something. Was you double cover him, Ridley's open.
Right.
Now you see what this kid can do.
Yep.
Now you got to cover both of them. Now
Right.
it's just
Let's
double
hope
weapons.
that opens things up for
And
Julio.
so Matty Ice has
pisses
to have
me
a
off,
better
Right.
manage a better game.
to see Nick and Julio down by the schoolyard.
Yeah, I got
I
Atlanta.
got to do it to the beat. Come on, Nick
And Julio down by the schoolyard.
Yeah. Falcons.
I'm taking Atlanta.
They're gonna
Atlanta.
Who do you got?
Atlanta.
Who do you got?
Atlanta.
So we're all taking Atlanta?
So Cincinnati's going to win.
Congratulations to Cincinnati
yeah,
this week.
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati with the win.
AJ Green with 4 touchdowns.
Next game, the start of the 4 o'clockers.
The Boarfest.
The Seattle Seahawks travel to Arizona to take on those.
Come on, guys. It's a juggernaut game. What do you mean?
This is still NFL football, Sean. Remember
Is
that.
this going to be a
Who gives a shit?
45-45 game, or is this going to be a 2-0 game?
No, because
Both these offenses stink.
they're awful.
So you're
was it
looking at
Josh Rosen?
Josh Rosen started.
He's going to
So-
start.
I don't
And
know.
you know what? As
Wait,
much
they're
as I
sitting
hate Russell
Sammy
Wilson,
Sleeves?
yeah, of course, come on. As much as I hate Russell Wilson, if he had a better offensive line, I think he'd be a much better quarterback.
But still, they played pretty decent their last game and they won.
Right?
So
I was against Dallas.
It was against Dallas.
Come on.
But honestly, I don't think the Cardinals.
Archbishop
defense is
Ron
that-
could have beat Dallas last week.
I don't think the Cardinals defense is,
No,
anywhere
they're
better.
done.
Yeah.
They're done.
So
They may pull Cleveland this year and go 0-16.
It's possible. It's possible.
I don't know.
They're only going to win their bye week this year.
Yeah,
And even
good.
that, they're underdogs by 3.
I'm taking Seattle. I have faith in Russell to pull that out.
I don't have faith in Russell. I just think they're a better team.
I'm taking Seattle as well.
Seattle.
Wow. We're going to be a lot of
Arizona
upsets
gets
this
the
week.
first win.
I know.
Congratulations.
Next game.
Next game, those high-flying Cleveland Browns travel out to Oakland to take on. I couldn't remember Black Hole. The Raiders. Go out to the Black Hole to take on the Raiders.
And what's the Raiders' record?
0-3. God damn it.
Did you see that coming? Anybody
Yes.
see that
Oh.
coming? Did
Right
you?
here.
Did you see that coming?
Didn't I say it? Didn't I say
Did you? I don't
Chucky
remember
coming
the-
back? Chucky coming back was a mistake.
Oh, we were talking about that. Yeah. that
yeah.
it was-
But I didn't see 0-3.
I didn't see 0-3.
I thought they win last week in Miami.
They were
I
supposed
think I
to.
picked them last week in Miami too.
They were
Right.
supposed to.
I honestly, I think he's a coach that is coaching out of his timeline, and him and Card just don't seem on the same page.
Something's wrong there.
Right.
Something's wrong.
There's
Well,
a little
see-
bit
Yeah,
of
you did.
turnover.
Something
and,
is
and from what I
definitely wrong.
understand,
There-
there's turmoil within that office because Gruden brought in his
own
boys
guys.
and his coaching staff, and the coaching staff that was there for Oakland is kind of getting pushed out of that room.
Yep.
And it's kind of a cold room now.
But you know
you
what?
knew that was going to happen, though. I mean, he's a big figure that if he wants his guys, you're going to give them to him.
But Oakland is putting up points. It's
Yes.
the defense that's playing like crap because of Khalil
Because-
Mack.
and
They
they
have
traded,
no
they
one.
traded away
Right.
their
They have
best
no
player.
one
now,
on
is
defense.
Is that
gonna
place
say.
slowly on Gruden? Did Gruden trade him away?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
See,
No,
I don't
no,
think so.
No,
I don't think
no,
so.
Gruden did not trade him away. It was
Gruden-
the offense of the Raiders who traded him away. It was not Gruden.
I think
I
if it
think
was
Gruden-
up to Gruden, he would have kept.
I
Khalil
think
Mack
I don't
there.
Gruden
think so.
wanted Mack,
Eh.
but couldn't afford it. I really believe that.
At this
So,
point,
so,
I mean,
so then it
don't
was
get me wrong.
Al
Gruden was in on the decision
Yeah,
to trade
but
him,
he
but it
did.
wasn't all him.
So
No,
it was
it
an
was
Al
not all
Davis
him.
Jr. decision?
It's got to be partial. You know, there's got to be a lot more blame to go around than just on
Yeah.
Chucky's shoulders. But I'm not taking the Raiders this week. I'm taking the Browns.
Taking the Browns for
Because
their
every time
first road in.
I've picked the Raiders, they've lost.
Yeah.
So
I
I
think-
kind of root for the Raiders, but I'm taking the Browns.
And was it Baker Mayfield gets his first road win? Yeah. And the Browns' first road win in a couple years. I don't think
a
they've
long
won. on the
time.
road.
I think since 2014 or something.
I'm going with the Browns.
I gotta go with the Raiders. I gotta go
That's
with the
I'm
Raiders.
I'm going Raiders.
All right.
I think they can pull it out. They can
Okay.
always pull out. It's the right thing to do.
Starts to come in the
We're going to the next game.
Next game, New Orleans. Those Saints travel up to New York to take on that freaking hillbilly and the Giants.
Whew. There'll be a lot of points
Yeah,
scored
again,
here by
either
one
this is going to be
team.
a high-scoring game or a low-scoring game.
I don't know. Maybe the
I
New
think-
Orleans defense shows up this week.
Well, I think
Haven't for the
Saints.
past
Yeah,
3 weeks.
they haven't. I dropped them.
Yeah. And you know what? I don't think
You dropped the Saints defense. Let me pick that up, bro.
I don't think they can stop Saquon Barkley. I really don't.
Is this going to be his breakout game?
But can
I think he's
Barkley
already had
get
some great games.
can Barkley get going? That's the bigger question.
When he catches the ball,
When he catches it, yeah.
not
But
out of the backfield.
He's a running back.
But I think I think New Orleans is going to win, but I think Barkley's going to have an outstanding game. But I think New Orleans just got too many weapons on the other side for the Giants to stop.
Right.
They're a strong team. A strong offensive team.
And
I
as
should
much as
say.
I hate to say it, Michael Thomas is playing very well, and I still can't stand him.
I tell you, man, he's top wide receiver in the league.
Yep. But you know what? I don't think watching Kamara, I'm not impressed. I'm just not
Because
impressed.
he has
with
a
Kamara.
target
Because
now.
no. Here's the other thing. They don't have that switch up back.
Oh, yeah, they don't have
Right.
Ingram.
They don't have
Ingram.
Ingram.
Yeah.
Ingram was the feature back. Kamara was just that icing on the cake that exploded.
Well, this is
Yeah.
his second year, right?
Right.
Yeah,
second,
second
third year.
year.
Yeah, so you
So
didn't
you
know what
win-
he was going to do last year. So
Yeah.
him being your secondary one was insane. Right.
Right.
What he did. And
Just
now he's
wait-
number one.
Just
and
wait until
by himself.
Mark Ingram comes back.
when Ingram comes back, it's going to be
This
the
is
change
his
up.
last game, right? That missing.
He's
He'll be
suspended,
back-
right?
Yeah, he'll be back
Yeah.
next week, I think. Right?
He was suspended for 4 games? 5 games?
I think he got 4. Yeah. I think he got 4.
What do you do? Punch somebody in an elevator?
Ah.
No.
It's
he
just
was-
Baltimore.
You only get 3 games for that.
Right.
Love you, NFL.
Right. 4 games, I think he punched an Uber driver. No? Nothing?
Nothing.
All right,
He's
I'm
already
taking
suspended.
New Orleans. Who you got?
I got New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Nolans.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Somebody pick something different.
Zach, where we going?
Next game.
The next game, those now useless 49ers, why even watch them anymore, travel out to L.A. to take on the Clippers.
I just.
They're done.
How big is losing Jimmy G?
They're done.
Oh,
That's their
insane.
season, right?
That's over. Yep, their season's
Who's
over
their
now.
backup quarterback?
All right.
Who cares?
Dickie Hurts.
It don't matter.
Well, he's playing for us. He's playing for us.
No, it's Berthard, right? Or what's the kid's name?
I honestly have no
Bethard?
idea.
Bethard?
Is
Jordan
it Elvis
Bethard or something
Costello?
like that?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. The Clippers are Chargers. They're going to run all
But that's
over.
just that stupidity thing is what we don't need Carson Wentz to do, which he hasn't been.
Right.
But go out of bounds.
Yeah.
Just go out of bounds.
You're half a step away.
Now,
Right.
okay, another
And
hypothetical
you're a
question.
big oaky quarterback. What are you doing, Jimmy G?
Yeah.
Another
You know?
hypo for you guys. Frisco called the Eagles. Hey, is Nick Foles available?
I heard about that.
What had happened?
That trade for.
If they
I'd rather
offered-
give him Suffield.
If they offered, yeah, I would too. If they offered you a number 1, would you
Honestly,
trade him?
yeah. Give us a number 1
First
pick.
round?
Give us a first
Absolutely.
round pick.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't think the 49ers are going to give
No,
a
no,
first
no,
round pick
no, they're not,
for
but
Nick
At
Foles.
most, they'll offer a third. They'll ask for
The
then
highest
what-
they'll get is a second.
So then would you take a
and
second?
It'll be a low second.
Is
Oh,
it-
yeah.
would.
Oh,
Absolutely.
that's a second.
Oh, absolutely.
First round or nothing?
Honestly, I'd
Second
take
round.
that second. I'd turn around and offer
And
it
trade
to
it.
Seattle.
Yep.
Trade it up.
And go get Earl Thomas from Seattle.
Yep.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, you could.
That's what I would do. But that's me.
That
But
would
yeah,
be something.
the Chargers are winning.
Yeah, Chargers.
I did hear about that. Yeah. Oh, you Chargers? Yeah.
It's in fact, it's going to be ugly how bad the Chargers are going to beat San Francisco.
That's it, because they actually played really well against the Rams in the
Yeah.
Coliseum.
Rivers and the kid Mike Williams is at least starting to click. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they lost
Who
that
you
battle
got?
of Los
Is that a
Angeles.
full sleep again?
Who you got?
Are you?
Are we all taking
Oh,
the Chargers?
Yeah.
I didn't hear
San
him say it.
Diego Superchargers.
Do it to the beat. Do it to the beat.
San Diego Superchargers.
Actually, it's now Los Angeles Superchargers.
Okay, they're still San Diego to me. They're still San Diego to me.
Next game.
Is it the Sunday night
The
game?
Sunday night game is a division special. Those Baltimore Ravens travel up to Pittsburgh.
You know, I'm so tired of this.
Was this a slobber? Is this game kind of lost a little bit of luster?
It's lost a lot
This
of
used to be
luster.
the slobber knock.
I
did.
think
this used to be the two teams.
it
they
seems
hated
like a
each
lot
other.
of the
funny.
games this year, the massive rivalries, like
Yeah, it
like the
just doesn't
the
matter.
Chicago Green Bay game earlier in the year.
Yeah.
How
that
Green
big?
Bay's so much better, you know.
But how big
at
that
home.
rivalry is, though,
Yeah.
and there was nothing this year.
Right.
There was
Yeah.
no. I mean,
There's
it
no
was
juice.
a decent
Well,
game.
It was also because it was the first game of the season. It was Khalil Mack. It was, there was other things than besides just the game.
Yeah.
Right.
See, this thing,
Right, but that
the
should
Ravens
be-
and the Steelers have always used just about the game.
Right.
You know, For the Bills and Packers, there were other factors. I'm sorry, the Bears and the Packers, there were other factors.
Okay. Holy
This
crap.
game, it's just the game,
Right.
And
But
this
that's what
year,
it is every year.
The game
It's
is
just a game.
not.
Yeah,
Number one, Pittsburgh is in trouble.
Yeah.
Unless Le'Veon Bell comes back, Pittsburgh is in trouble.
Which he's not.
Connor can have the greatest games in the world, but they still need Le'Veon Bell. And
They
you're
don't have
right,
a
he's
kicker.
not coming back.
Bell is done for the
You know,
season. He's
and-
not coming back.
And let's face it, Ben Roethlisberger is the biggest douchebag in sports. Everybody hates him.
But,
Except-
he finds a way to
I was
win.
going to say the man throws
Oh, he
for
does.
500 yards a
But he's-
game.
But no, what I'm saying
Even
is,
in a loss, he
why
throws
it's
for
lost its
500.
luster? Because Roethlisberger's a douchebag and Flacco's going to get replaced soon, and
Right.
so that
and these
it's just lost
defenses
its
aren't what they
steam.
used to be.
Right.
This used to be, that Ravens defense.
Pittsburgh
against the Steelers.
defense blows.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Their secondary is awful.
But they haven't been good in a few years.
Right.
Well, in the first half of the Tampa Bay game, they looked pretty good with like a fumble, 2 picks, and
Right,
a
and
pick
then
six,
but
stuff
then
like that.
Fitzpatrick put his head out of his ass,
Yeah.
and they started driving up and down the field.
He almost came
pulled
back
some
and won
head.
it.
They got tired.
I'm taking Baltimore this game, even though it's in Pittsburgh, just because I think Pittsburgh stinks. Their defense stinks.
I don't think you can outscore Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Oh, I do. Oh, absolutely. do.
They came back against
Jacksonville did
yeah,
last
yeah.
year in the playoff.
Right.
All right. Well, who you got?
Pittsburgh.
You know what? I hate to say it. I'll take the rapist. I'll take the rapist and the Steelers.
Yeah, it does hurt a little bit.
You're all
but
taking Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
All right, I'm out on my own again.
At least somebody picked a damn
Guys,
different
are
team.
girls.
Absolutely.
Hey, I'm lead dog. Let me do what I want.
Right. Last game.
Last game, Monday night. Dun 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 dun.
Are you ready for some football?
That was pretty good.
A Monday night party.
Oh, it's gonna be a party because you know why?
That was not
Why?
good.
It's Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes going into Denver to face
Von Miller.
To win.
This
and that
this kid,
Broncos D.
this kid Patrick Mahomes is gonna be like something
Stud.
scary.
Stud, but is this
Something-
the game where he comes
something
down?
scary.
Is this the game where he comes down?
Absolutely
He's got to go
not.
into the thinner
I don't-
air.
I like Denver's defense, but I don't think they're good enough to stop.
Is
Mahomes.
Casey Keenum got enough?
I don't care
Against
about
that-
Mahomes. It's Tyreek Hill. Does Denver have anything to stop that guy?
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
I
Or
hope not. He's
Kareem
on my
Hunt.
fantasy team.
I need Kareem Hunt to
Because
really
I'm not
have,
I'm not afraid of
Yeah.
Mahomes because of Von Miller. Von Miller's going to keep him in check all game. But you throw it over Von Miller's head to Hill,
Von Miller
he's
can't
off to the
stop that.
races.
and they still got Travis Kelce.
This could be a 40-30 game because both
Oh,
defenses aren't very good.
It could be high. Yeah,
And Case Keenum, when the mood hits him, he can sling the pickle.
Yes, he can.
division game, prime time, Monday night.
And Andy Fat Ass Cheeseburger Reed.
Yep. With an extra day to prepare.
Yep.
In the thin air at Denver.
I gotta admit, I'm going KC.
Yeah, I gotta think Patrick Mahomes is still gonna win.
Yep. He might not have 5 touchdown passes, but he's gonna win.
This is his first time playing
That's-
in Mile
that's the
High,
thing
right?
In Mile High,
Yeah.
it is a division game.
I'm wondering about. That's what I gotta worry about Mahomes when he faces adversity. How's he going to? Because he really hasn't faced anything.
Yeah.
Nobody's gotten in his face.
All right. When that happens, what's he going to be like? What's he going
Right.
to do? How's he going to react?
I'm going Denver just because division. That's it.
And you're a Denver fan,
That's true.
Right.
Yeah. Which is fine.
But-
You're loud.
But I just think
Oh, he gets a pass. And I like the.
I don't like a
pitch, and
douchey team.
Yeah, they're douchey enough.
They don't cheat. They don't cheat.
Come on.
They don't cheat.
They shouldn't have changed the logo
Yeah,
on their
they don't
helmet.
cheat.
They don't cheat.
I do like the old logo. I like the new one too, and the old one's cool. The big D.
The big D, yeah. When they had the big D, they were pretty
Right,
cool.
the big orange D.
Yeah. Everybody loves a big orange D.
Right.
It's probably infected. You should probably see a doctor about
Hey,
that. but-
hey.
What are you going, intern Z?
What you got, Zach?
I'm going KC.
Yay, I'm going to keep my lead dog role.
All right. Okay, that was last
All
game.
right. Hold on, man.
That was last
It's not-
game?
That was the last game.
Yeah, we gotta do it right here. Hold on. Blow the horn on it. Last game.
Okay.
That was it.
That was fun. Next week we'll be live again.
Are you sure?
100%.
Are you sure? Isn't there a concert somewhere?
Not till Sunday. So, I want to welcome back Rob C. Inside joke.
I'm leaving a lot of broken hearts.
Gotta love the inside jokes on the radio. I
Well,
know.
it wasn't a sight gag.
We have cameras now. We have 3 cameras now.
All right.
Let's just say I'm going to be doing something fun again.
Right.
Shooting horses.
With a bunch of retards.
Not actually shooting horses.
No.
With a
No,
camera.
no.
With
No, folks.
With a camera.
With a camera.
The folks don't need to know that. I'm gonna be shooting
I think they do. We'll get shut down if
No.
they're shooting horses for fun.
For fun. I shoot a horse for fun.
For fun.
But for a green car, I'm going to shoot him a real nice.
It was a fun show.
That was a good show.
Absolutely.
Like I said,
the
we'll be
crowd
back
loved
next
it.
week. Right.
Yeah, the crowd loves it, man.
Yeah, thanks for joining us again.
All right.
Behind me, behind the banner.
Thanks for waking up, Zach.
Zach, thank
I'm
you.
still not awake.
Nikki Cola was here.
I am again.
I'll be here, and I'll be here next week, too.
Oh, no way.
Instigator Rob C.
Always thank you, crowd. Thank you.
I am the commish.
I like the fact the crowd pauses on everybody.
I gotta wait to hear their introduction.
Right. Yeah. And this was the Joy
we forgot
Buzzer.
Yes.
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen.
I'd like to stay and taste my first champagne. Yes?
No. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. I leave and heave a sigh and say goodbye.
The sun has gone to bed, and so must I. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen.